If you're a man over 40, you have a wife and a family that need you, and you have a demanding career or business, you're at the point in your life where you're looking in the mirror, not happy with the person looking back at you. Your weight has creeped up. You're maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stone heavier than you'd like to be. You've maybe had a few health scares, blood pressure increasing. Maybe you've developed diabetes. Like maybe you're worried about it, right? Maybe you're worried about having a heart attack. Maybe you've got some health issues that run in the family and you want to avoid them. Now, you're at the point where you've tried to change things, right? You've tried the gym, you've been on diets, but for whatever reason, you've not been able to stick to it. Like you've not been able to see the results that you wanted, right? Or keep the results that you wanted. Now your family's noticing. You're more irritable to be around, more grumpy, more tired. And your wife is concerned, right? Potentially you're in a relationship now where like your wife looks after herself, right? She's kept herself in good shape. And now you're looking in the mirror and starting to realize that actually you're a fraction of the man that you used to be. Maybe there's an element of fear starting to creep in, that potentially this woman that you love, maybe you'll lose her. Now, if that sounds like you and you're ready to make a change and have at least 2 stone to lose, keep watching this video, okay? I'm going to show you exactly how I've been helping hundreds of men just like you take back control. And it doesn't require you to stand at the front of Weight Watchers, let's say, right, and be shamed because you've not hit your target, right? It doesn't require you going to the gym like every day of the week. It doesn't require you living on some starvation diet that leaves you hungry, miserable, and tired, right? It won't force you to sacrifice growing your business or your career, and it won't force you to sacrifice time with your family. If anything, this is going to improve the quality that you do have with your family, right? The quality of your relationship with your wife and kids, because you're going to be able to demonstrate to her that you're a man of your word, right? By taking back control of your health. So look, if that sounds like you, right, keep watching this video, okay? My name's Christian. I'm the founder of Indestructible Men, right? I've spent the last 10 years dedicating my life to helping men just like you take back control. Now, after having been in the health and fitness industry long enough now, right, I can stand here today and tell you that there are indeed a lot of options in the marketplace that just don't work, right? That's why a lot of men, just like yourself, get stuck. We get confused looking at all these different things that we could try, like the ketogenic diet, right? There's intermittent fasting, low carb. Should I go high carb? Do I need a bodybuilding program? Do I need to do a CrossFit program? Do I need to do lots of cardio, lots of running? Do I need to do no running and just weights, right? There's so much confusion in the marketplace, right? And I'm going to break it down and keep it really simple for you, okay? So to show you what actually works for men over 40 with demanding businesses and careers, right, who are ready to take back control, I'm going to show you one of my clients, okay? So my client Stuart here, he's 49 years old. He came to me at an all-time low. He had high blood pressure, he was stressed, low on energy, he had fatigue, sex drive was low, his desire for sex was low, and he found himself like increasingly desperate because whilst he was looking in the mirror and wasn't happy with the person looking back, his wife was also venting and showing her frustrations, right? Because like ultimately she wanted him to change, right? She wanted him to look after himself. And despite her trying to give him advice, he just wasn't listening, right? Or doing it. So she was frustrated. He was frustrated, and he knew that time was now to change. Okay? He wasn't going to wait, right? He actually said to me, like, look, Christian, the way I'm going, I don't think I'm going to make it to 60. Right? He had this wake-up call. Now was the time to make a change. So what I did was I took him through the Indestructible Man program, right? And this is a program where we look at 4 pillars. So the first pillar is mindset, okay? Because mindset is the thing that makes or breaks anyone, okay? As an example, the reason that you don't have the energy or the motivation or the discipline, the focus, the drive, right? The reason you're looking in the mirror and not happy And the reason the voice in your head is one that is negative and destructive, the reason you're looking in the mirror and like pulling yourself down, right, is because your mindset isn't in the right place. Okay, so we go from feeling bad to feeling empowered, and we use the indestructible mindset recalibration system. Okay, I work closely with Stuart here, and like all of my clients, right, to shift his mindset and start building a new belief, a new reality of what was possible. And from there, that's where we went on and made the relevant changes. Okay, the second pillar we worked on with Stuart to help him lose 25 pounds in the 12 weeks and reignite his relationship with his wife and kids was actually to take control of what he was putting in his mouth. Because fundamentally, right, the reason you're 2, 3, 4, 5 stone overweight is because you've been over consuming food. Okay, the takeaways, the alcohol, the shit decisions, right, all of these lead to fatigue, low energy, and ultimately leave you unable to wear the clothes that you want to wear. So you're probably watching this now, right, while your buttons on your shirt have divorced each other, right? Like how I break through the nutrition process with my clients is by developing a nutrition program with them, right? That one that they can follow, one that feels fun, feels easy, and integrates into their life. Not one that's restrictive, that no one, like one that feels like hell, and one that isn't sustainable, right? The third pillar we went through with Stuart is movement. Now, this is about building movement into your life, right? If you're desk-based, for example, or sat down a lot, and like when you get home, you sit on the sofa because you're tired, you don't have the energy, like you don't have the energy to play with the kids, like chances are you're not moving your body enough, okay? And if you're not moving your body, right, you're going backwards, right? So you have a decision right now. Like Stuart had a decision to make, right? Like either he keeps getting older and regressing in his ability, meaning that he keeps getting more and more unfit, more and more weaker, more unhealthy, or becomes stronger and fitter, right? So the training, like we did with Stuart, was to develop his strength, develop his fitness, so that he could run up the stairs without getting out of breath, right? So he could play with the kids, right? Go on long cycles with his son and engage in activities without getting out of breath. So at the end of the day, so that he could feel superhuman again, right? And get back feeling like he did in his 20s. And that's what he told me, right? And it's through this training that we reignite the hormone levels in the body, right? Start increasing testosterone production and testosterone levels inside the body, like which fundamentally, the very thing that gives us our edge and our drive is these levels of testosterone. So when your wife starts looking at you and she's initiating because now you have that energetic presence, now she's coming towards you, you're leaning into her and she's opening up, she's receptive to you because you're leading as a man, and we do this through this training, okay? And the last pillar that we worked on with Stuart to lose 25 pounds in 12 weeks and to take back control of his health and have his wife looking at him in awe again was going through our accountability system, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's having an accountability system that makes all of this possible, right? Now, you can go on YouTube and you can look for workouts, you can go on Google and find diet plans, right? You can do all that, right? You could potentially go to a therapist to help unfuck what's going on in your head. But if you don't have someone holding you accountable, right? Who's the person at the end of the week checking in with you, right? That to ensure that you did these things, because chances are you don't hold yourself accountable, right? And that's why you are where you are now, okay? Like most men don't hold themselves accountable, right? Until they manage to develop the discipline and the things needed, okay? What I do with my clients is I hold them accountable every single week, right? So each week we're moving forward, right? And if you get stuck, if you find challenges, right, we help you overcome them, right? At this point, hopefully this is starting to make sense, right? Hopefully you're starting to realize that the gap between like where you are now and where you want to be, to get there in terms of like feeling unhealthy, instead in terms of now feeling unhealthy and motivated, tired, like not having the relationship that you want, right? To going to that place where you are the husband that you want to be. It's like you've extended your life, you're getting older but stronger and fitter, right? Is by simply following a program that provides these 4 pillars, right? So we need to look at mindset, right? What we fill our bodies with, movement, and in order for you to do this in a short space of time, like 12 weeks, like my clients do, you need accountability, right? So if this makes sense, right, and this resonates with you, I want to show you some other results, right? I want to show you some other clients that have gone through this program, okay? You can check them out below. If you scroll down this page, right, you see countless of other men that were in the same situation as you. You'll see Stuart here as well. Men that were struggling, right, are now they're thriving, right? The second thing I want you to do is I want you to apply for a call with me, okay? Now, this is not a sales call, so you can leave your card at home, okay? This is literally a 15-minute call where I'm giving my time for free, where we can chat one-to-one, identify where you're feeling stuck, what you're wanting to achieve, and for me to give you my expert opinion, right? Like whether or not this is going to work for you, okay? But also what you can do right now to change this. So if this is something that you want to do, like grab one of those 15-minute slots, click the link below, book into my diary. Like I said, it's not a sales call, right? If we decide at the end of that conversation that we could progress together, I will schedule you in for another call, right? Where we can chat about all of that, okay? But this is a 15-minute call for me to get to know you. You get to know me. Fundamentally, like for me to give you some advice how and where you are, on how and where you are right now, okay? So click the link below, secure your spot, okay? And we shall chat soon.